Hello, everyone. You're watching Cricket Calling. I'm your host, Indraneel Basu. Today, we have Rajasthan Royals and Gujarat Titans. Rajasthan Royals, as we all know, is on a roll. I mean, the way they are playing, it's an all-round side. Kind of batsmen they have, the bowlers, the spinners. It's a complete side. If you look at it, the most complete side, and probably that's the reason they are right on top of the table. I mean, that's why they're looking so dangerous. They have won four games in a row, and today is the fifth time they're going to be encountering at home. I mean, moment you talk about Rajasthan playing in Jaipur, I get so nostalgic. It takes me back to those days in 2008 when Shane Warne was leading and Times of India was launched in Jaipur. That time, Times of India, a newspaper, was launched in 2008. There's so many good memories and the stories we did. It's a very, very complete side. It just when you're there, you feel you're part of the family for Rajasthan Royals. It's just not only the players or the owners or the stakeholders. It's just the entire state gets involved in such a big way. And it's a pink city after all, so it's going to be all pink, and the color is so beautiful. It's just got a very soothing effect inside our minds. It's been such a great watching this team play, and of course GT. They have not been in that kind of a flow. We've been missing Hardik Pandya. That's one thing, and then Mohammad Shami as well. They have lost three games. It's immense pressure on them to actually play to their potential. There's something missing in that team, and of course, we'll see how it goes from when the match gets underway this evening. We're joined by Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, former CEO of Sara Pune Warriors, and of course Ashwin Krishnan, sports marketing expert. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. So,
Thank you, Dada.
Abhijit sir, today it's like when I think of Rajasthan, I'm just when I stayed there in 2008 for such a long time, more than 2 months, and saw the way that team was. Nothing much has changed in that franchise. They've gone through their lows, but now it's what we have seen in last 3 years. They've been quite a sight to watch. I mean, it's a sight to watch actually, sight and a sight also.
Yeah, absolutely. They're still the unbeatable team, and both the bowling and the batting both are perfectly balanced. And whenever, as per the requirement, the team is performing. Whenever the batting is not performing, they won two matches because of the bowling. And whenever the bowling is a little bit rusty, then the batsmen are coming and winning the matches. And the most important factor, except of course, Yashasvi Jaiswal is yet to come back in form. But Butler is back in form. Sanju is leading the side very well, and he's batting very well. So I think I will not be surprised that within 2-3 matches they will be ready to qualify for the playoffs. The way they are playing,
Yeah, they're
and
racing ahead.
yeah, they're racing ahead, and they have because they have a team. Because if you look, what more do you require? They are playing without Sandeep Sharma. Still, their bowling is so strong. The world's two best spinners are there. Trent Bolt is there. Verge is there. So it's a terrific side. Bowling, batting, Butler, Sanju Samson, Hetman as a finisher. What more do we require? And as far as GT is concerned, it is not only uh, missing Hardik Pandya, Shami. Miller is not there. And whenever if you lack experience in batting, although we have a future potential India captain leading the side and a terrific coach like Ashish Nehra with them, but they don't have experience in the batting because Miller is whenever if you have as I told you earlier also, whenever you are batting or chasing a target, somebody has to be a leader. So then, except once Shubman is out. Who will be the leader? Miller is not there, and Williamson is not in the deck. They have players like Matthew Wade is there, Manohar is there. I think they have to try them in the batting. Their batting is really weak. I mean, because you mentioned about Shami and Hardik, but the most important factor is the batting. As far as the bowling is concerned, Rashid, Noor, Mohit, they are coming back in form. They're bowling reasonably well, but the batting has to perform.
All right, we'll see how it goes for them tonight because they're up against the best side in the competition. Ashwin Bhai, how was your trip to Bombay? I hope you enjoyed Virat Kohli's company. How's he feeling? Is he feeling good?
He
What
was very
was
good. It's admirable,
he's
very
happy?
admirable. Very admirable the way he was 40 overs on the field of play, got 100, fielded for 20 overs, and then took a flight at night, slept 2 hours, and came to our shoot. It's just remarkable, that guy. And I was told that from our shoot, he was going back home, working out, and then eating and sleeping. So the level of you have to be driven to do that. Everybody may,
Wow.
some people may have the physical ability to do it, but the drive may be missing. But Virat Kohli is a perfect combination of drive, talent, and uh, output.
No, you're saying he finished the game at night. Of course, they couldn't win that game. It was disappointing. So he slept for 2 hours, took a morning flight to Bombay in the morning. And what time is it? Was your shoot?
He was the first one at the shoot before his team also.
Wow.
Normally, you expect a celebrity to come later. Na? Virat was the first one at the shoot.
What time was it?
He was there at 9:30. 10 o'clock was the reporting time. He was there half an hour before. It's remarkable.
This is remarkable. All these for all those who are watching this, and then the shoot got over in 2 hours, 3 hours. How
No,
long did
no,
it
it was a
take?
full day, 8 hour shoot. 8 hour shoot.
My God, look at the energy.
The thing
And
with
then
Virat
he was
Kohli is,
supposed.
whenever I see Virat Kohli, I never fail to get inspired. So you can be sure the next day I'll go to the gym. But will I go the day after is the question. So the thing
My
is,
God,
he's very, very inspiring. The way he works, his drive and his ability. And nowadays, a new thing I heard him say on YouTube, and he said it the other day to me as well. He says, "You play your part. Rest is up to God. When He has to give, He'll give. You can't expect Him to give when you want. So you continue to play a part. Whatever results have to come will come to you at the right time. So you do your bit. Leave everything else to fate and to God, or whatever you call it."
my God. And then
That
after the shoot, he went to the gym and then dinner and
Well,
sleep.
that I don't know if he did, but his team was saying that he'd probably go work out and then sleep. So I'm sure he did because his levels of fitness are still as good as he's probably one of the fittest players in that team, including Faf du Plessis. Virat is, I'm sure, fitter
But
than
how
Faf.
can you sleep for 2 hours and work the entire day? I mean, this is something.
That's
Abhijit
why
sir, you tell me. I mean, how?
that's why you get 80 international hundreds. No?
I know.
And that's why, and that's why he's still he is the orange cap holder. None of the youngsters are there, but Virat Kohli is the orange cap holder. I'm not saying
And
that
way
he should
ahead,
not be there, but we
way
were
ahead,
way ahead.
way ahead.
We were because every year I will expect because so much cricket is happening and so much IPL, so much the good NCA is there. So I will expect that the youngsters, the upcoming youngsters, the future district players of Indian cricket to perform well in IPL, and they should become orange cap holder. I am not. I don't want that. I don't want to say that Virat should not become, but I would have preferred that. I would have been more happy if some youngster would have been the orange cap holder. But Virat is still continuing. So, and to catch up with Virat, the youngsters have to really work hard on their fitness, on their dedication, on their commitment. Because I was recalling one day last time during the World Cup when I was having frequent sittings with Shami. Shami used to tell me, what about the bowlers? When I mentioned, okay, there are lots of potential. There are lots of potential, but you need dedication, you need commitment, you need continuity. You said when I got injured, when I was going through a bad phase, I went to my village. I built 3 pitches and different layer of pitches, and then I practiced on that. I kept on practicing. So then only you have to continue. So then only you have
No,
to
here,
you can continue. You can continue for so long. Virat Kohli is an inspiration in a way that the youngsters should learn from. Lots of cricketers are now they're not hitting on anybody. They avoid playing domestic cricket. They want to get directly into the Indian team or wherever other parts of the world also it is happening. But I think one must learn from Virat. Of course, he will raise the topic that Virat also didn't play domestic cricket, but he kept himself fit. and he is made in spite
No,
of
no, amazing. And
family responsibility.
no, no, amazing. I mean, this, if you see his culture, Ashwin bhai, what he really said a good thing about him, that we can do this much and rest is up to God. You can, what is within our control, we do that. And Virat does it so well, scoring those runs. Whether his team can win or not, it's up to God, right? He can't control the destiny of other players, how much they will score. It's not an individual game, but he does it. So then that noise come. How does he? I mean, I often wonder how does he manages that. When there's so much of surround noise that his team is not winning, he's doing well. Virat wins, team loses. So how does he manage? How do you think he manages that criticism? Because after working so hard, you still
I
get
think
it. You have to take it on your stride, of course.
I think he's a seasoned customer. He's seen so much of adulation, so much of pressure. He knows how to do it. My concern is how is Hardik Pandya handling the noise around him? That is Virat is having
That's tomorrow.
noise, so
Yeah,
Virat is performing, right?
yeah, yeah.
So it must be harder for Hardik. I actually feel sad for him because he has every right to want to be captain because he has come from a captaincy position. If somebody offers him a role, why should he take a step back? But the point
Yes.
is now he will become a more mature person. All adversity pushes you forward in life. So he'll become a more mature person, let alone player, more mature person after this experience. So it's good for him. He will only grow.
Actually, pressure makes you stronger. If
Correct.
you have
It's
not
good.
faced a pressure situation, you won't grow. And that's why I often say kids who are under their parents at home, actually, you wouldn't go to a hostel and stay on your own, learn things, how the world functions. It's like that's how you build it actually when you go and do stuff on your own. These guys are really professional. Such youngsters doing so well. And look at Shubman Gill, for instance, Avijit sir, such a young man. He's already so much of experience he's got. When people keep asking me who's our next Indian captain, I often wonder who is going to be the one, because I don't see, of course, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma playing beyond this T20 World Cup in T20, but T20s, but they'll probably continue playing. Of course, they're not probably, they will continue playing IPL. But the future is with these young guns, I mean, young and experienced. That's what the next captain should have. Shubman Gill has that in plenty. Look at the runs he scored so far in IPL, 96 matches. Look at the healthy average, and the strike rate probably could get a little better with 1950s, 300s. Abhijit sir, your thoughts on Shubman Gill?
Look, I will start with Virat because I'm tempted to start. Look, what I would
Okay.
like to say that I think Ashwin will also agree. It's not that right from the beginning Virat was like this. He enjoyed both part of life. As a youngster, he also used to party and all that. And the way he nurtured his own personality, the way the statement which Ashwin said, now I'm working now, let's leave it to God. Early on he was a free bird. He used to score a century, party hard, and then again another go next day because he was fit again play in the ground and good innings or take a good catch and come back and again enjoy life. But the way he has maybe spiritually enhanced himself, then in between he became a vegan.
Yeah,
I think
true.
so that is the way a personality should nurture himself. A superstar. That is the making of a superstar uh, because he has the way he has trying to maintain himself to exist in this competitive setup. As far as Shubham Gill is concerned, look, I was with the team. I saw the team earlier on also. Have seen constantly his father is keeping him company. He knows that maybe because it is emotional strength also. The coach also
Is it good or bad? The Papa
I
is
think it's
following
good.
you.
No, no, it's not following the way the relationship which I've seen between them and the way passionately his father follows it. It's not that he is intruding in his life, but he is very concerned. But they discuss in a very amicable manner the relationship with the interaction they have. It's not that all of a sudden I have seen badminton player Saina Nehwal playing on the court and his mother shouting from outside. And even while coming back, his mother used to give her guidance and all that. The mother, she used to say, "Calm down, calm down, calm down." So it's not like that. He is very calm and quiet. They quietly interact with each other. And I think that is a his father's company is giving a positive impact over his personality. He doesn't leave him. And I think maybe the way he is with him, the day maybe he becomes a captain, or he's already a captain of a franchisee, but maybe he is nurturing himself. He's concerned that though, okay, there are lots of other, he should be focused on cricket, and then from there, if he goes on to become an Indian captain.
True. I mean, this is what inspiration is all about. But we often, I often say this that we actually become what we eat. So Ashwin bhai, I mean, I want to get some literature on you. What was Virat eating during lunch? I'm very keen to know because
I,
other day someone said he prefers having a lot of dosas. And then someone, I did a story long time ago in Times of India saying that he's become vegan. Then someone said he's still a non-vegetarian. Once in a while, he does take a little bit of non-veg. But what do you see him eating?
I didn't see him eating, but then essentially, I think his willpower is what helps him all through. When he decided to stop eating the kind of food he was eating that he thought will not help him perform, he stopped and he followed through. I know for sure, having become a vegetarian in the last 5 years, I am still mentally a non-vegetarian. And I know how much I desperately crave. But Virat is able to control that craving also. See, controlling physically is fine, then you suffer mentally. But Virat has the ability to control his mind to such an extent that whatever he wants, he will just do. Again, it's like Dhoni says, it's about process. He follows the process. He's not driven. You can only do that when you're living in the present. That is another thing he does. If you're living in the present, you can control your thought process and you can live according to how you're supposed to live. If you're living in the future, अरे मैं कल भटूरा खाऊंगा, अरे मुझे ये चाहिए, non-veg, you're always thinking. Forget it. Here's the food, eat it, move on. That's what he does. And he knows what to eat. He hydrates himself regularly. He is very conscious about his fitness. He's very conscious about his sleep. So it's a full package. See, God-given talent is one thing. And like Abhijit sir just said, that when Virat first came, he was not the player anywhere close to the player he is today. Right? He was always talented. When you play for that at that level, you obviously have talent. Everybody has talent, but to harness that talent and take the 100% out of it, right? That is what he has done.
Absolutely.
Other
So
people are unable to do that.
absolutely, absolutely. So, what we're seeing with Rajasthan, it's sure confidence, and they have a talent. They have people who have good technique, and they're showing great temperaments. It's a game of three T's. That's always game of some three elements to the game. Like when you're playing cricket, it's honesty, hard work, and confidence. Abhijit said, confidence is one word. Between confidence and talent, which one will you pick?
It should be a balance because
No, no,
confidence
no, no. You have
maybe
to either or. If you have either or, you have a talent, you have confidence. So which one will you pick?
the confidence should not turn into overconfidence. Like Yashasvi Jaiswal has talent,
No, no.
but
Which
because of
one
his
will you pick?
overconfidence,
I'm just saying. Which one will you pick?
we pick. The
Confidence
naturally
or
talent
talent?
attracts talents draws talents. If you get attracted with the talent, if there's somebody is singing, somebody is playing, somebody, so
But
that the talent is.
no. If you're doing
But
that, if you're doing that,
that needs to be nurtured. That needs to be well directed in the right direction. Maybe
all right, all right.
Arman, what do you call it? Usman Malik or Man Malik? What is his full name? He had the speed, he had the talent, but maybe he was not the properly, as Brian Lara was saying, that he only had the speed, but he didn't develop himself. We need to have variety, lots of options to bowl, but he is now sitting in the dugout. So
True. No,
still,
no. I'm
who is saying
saying in respect
Malik doesn't
to
have talent?
no, no, no. In respect to, I mean, what we saw last night. The talent bit is there with Punjab Kings, but they are not a confident side. So they can win matches. I mean, yesterday Shashank and company, they played so well.
Ashutosh,
Uh,
Ashutosh.
Ashutosh, yes, yes, Ashutosh also. That's what I'm saying. Shashank and company. Shashank did well in the last game also, and when Shikhar was sitting there, he didn't look like that actually things can happen, can work out in favor of Punjab. And why are they losing out like this. This is not a great. I mean, the owners are doing whatever it takes to support the team, but there is, I mean, that belief, that confidence, which is important in the game, and that is, I always look at that bit so importantly. It's not talent. Of course, you're talented. That's why you're here. But any day, confidence is going to take you forward, like which Rajasthan is showing right now, which Punjab is not showing. Your thoughts on that, Abhijit sir?
You asking me? Look,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
talent. Sanju Samson is in an extraordinary talent. Okay,
yeah.
every year he's somewhere or the other. If I'm not wrong, he scores his one century. Maybe he was not consistent. Even if he's not consistent, more or less he scores one century, or he scores one or two 90 plus runs. But if
Yeah.
a talent like him become consistent, he will be an asset for Indian
Mm.
cricket. And the way he is playing, if he continues like this, nobody can deny him a ticket to the Indian World Cup team. So, like
But
yesterday,
what do you have to say about Punjab? What do you have to say about Punjab?
No, Punjab, look, they came to the party late. Like when what was happening? I must share with you a weird thing. Maybe it's a weird coincidence. Both the teams, first 10 overs, Sunrisers scored 64, and the last 10 overs they scored 116, whatever it is, and Reddy and Samad hit the ball, and they scored 182. In the same case, Punjab was also first 10 overs, 64 for 4. And then in the last few overs, Shashank and Ashutosh came. And in the last over, there was 28 runs was supposed to be scored. And while they were hitting sixes, the two catches that were missed. And ultimately, they lost by 2 runs. Same way, in the case of Sunrisers, last ball, they tried to hit a six, and Harshal Patel was not able to catch it, and it went for a six. Ultimately, they were lost by 2 runs.
Mm.
So, last two catch, of course, all the three catches was not easy catches.
Mm.
So, but that missing out on the fielding also was they suffered because of that fielding lapses also. Because but it was so similar. I mean, that was very weird coincidence that two catches were missed there, and Harshal Patel also missed the catch. Both the teams scored 64 in the 10 overs, and last 10 overs they hit out and scored 182 runs, and 180 and
No, no, I've
182 they tried
understood
to.
that point, but where is the
uh,
confidence? Where is that confidence? I'm unable to see that confidence in that side. Ashwin
there is
bhai,
there
your
is
thoughts on?
there is individual confidence, but there is not the team confidence. The captain's look, when
Okay,
in the
okay.
first ball, Rabada's ball, the Jitesh Sharma is saying, asking to Shikhar Dhawan, take a VRS. The captain is not confident. He should have confidence on his wicketkeeper, and it was a clear out.
All right, all right. So it's individual which is spoiling the party. But the guy, I mean, Ashwin bhai, your thoughts on how you see Punjab Kings? Where are they going from here? Because you have worked in that venue, Mohali, for IMG. I remember one of
When
the. Uh,
when I worked, it was a different team altogether. But the point is, the current Punjab team that's playing is not short of confidence, especially with the comebacks that they have made and the way they performed. It's a good team, and right now
all right.
everybody except for I think even Delhi is somewhere in the mix. If they actually perform, they're also in the mix somewhere. So I think Punjab can easily come up and see this last ball finish. These last ball finishes never determine who's a better side. It's about who's luckier on that day, who's more fortunate on that day, who makes all the right moves on that day. It's nothing to do with performance. It's not a bad team at all. It's an excellent team, and this is probably one of the best Punjab teams I've seen in terms of performance. You see how they in 2019 they were actually stealing loss from the mouth of victory. I saw that time, and like I'd mentioned, 4 or 5 captains they changed that year. So this is a solid team. It's a very good team, and people are going to be worried, especially these two new boys have come and are performing. It's interesting to see the team, and they've got a good bowling lineup, they've got a good batting unit, and they've just got to gel. It's that combination. Even losing by 2 runs is I mean, Imagine 29 runs in the last over and you lose by 2 runs. You can only go back with confidence. You won't be underconfident.
True, true. Abhijit sir, when you think about Pat Cummins, SRH captain, do you think he's lucky or is he a hardworking captain? How do you see him?
He's definitely a hardworking captain. You saw the catch he took by running backwards and he dived. I think he took two catches. I think I saw one of them. I heard he has taken another catch. So the commitment he is showing that he's an inspiration for the whole team. And there are lots of youngsters, right? That Reddy came, the new guy, although he has been appreciated a lot, he has lots of potential. So lots of youngsters coming.
Yeah.
Abhishek Sharma, although
Mm.
he is also not being consistent. Although Yuvraj is saying he's an extraordinary talent, but to organize if look, which I feel that team will perform, although there are exceptions, that team will perform well where the Indian players are performing well. If you are able
So
to
true.
bring up good talents, some Indian players, either bowling or batting. I'm not saying it has to be bowling, batting, both. Whichever, if one or two players in each team, the Indian players are performing well. If in the
Mm.
past, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rohit Sharma was an asset for Mumbai, the same way Ambati Rayudu and Jadeja were asset for CSK, Gautam Gambhir. So if the Indian players, one or two Indian players perform well because they have a good balance of international players, Klassen, Makram, Cummins, but they need the Indian players to perform. Same way for Punjab, as Ashwin was saying, they have Bairstow is there, Shikhar Dhawan is there, that pacer who he was hitting well. I'm forgetting his name. He was the man of the match, man of the tournament of the World Cup, the last World Cup. So
Sam Curran.
they have a good Sam Curran. So all these players are performing well,
Tom will be
but
very
I think
unhappy with you. Yeah, you're forgetting his brother's name.
who
Tom
To-
Curran. Yeah, he'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
very unhappy
But
with you. Yeah.
I think I agree with Ashwin that they have got two good players. If they are consistently performing,
Mm.
it is the second match they performed, and
Mm.
they were virtually able to sail through. They were taking Punjab to victory. Maybe he missed out. They still tried well. If they perform, I think, and if one or two the international players start performing, or even Shikhar Dhawan start performing, because I think the most pleasing part is the last match. Arshdeep is also back in form, the way he was bowling. So they have Arshdeep, they have Rabada, and of course their spin attack is weak because both the spinners are one was a senior spinner, one is a senior spinner, other is upcoming spinner. So the spin attack is weak. To balance that, the way Bombay has to score more runs, 15, 20 more runs. Same way Punjab has to also have to score 15, 20 more runs to win matches.
Absolutely. Arshdeep has really made a lot of impact against a very hard hitters in amongst the hard hitters with SRH,
Right.
Makram, Klassen, then you have Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, you name it, they all have it there. So and performing and getting those 4 wickets is it's of course he's back in the contention for the T20 World Cup team. Ashwin Bhai, I just want to know from you about SRH, of course, is doing well. I mean, why not? I mean, this is the thing in cricket. When you have the best talent, best players, should be pushed upwards, right? Should
Mhm.
back up the order. Shashank, Ashutosh, these guys, Indian, which said made a very pertinent point. If you don't have good Indian contingent performing, I don't think you stand a chance. Look at Chennai Super Kings or Mumbai Indians. They have been such a great sides because they really empowered the Indian recruits in the team. So how do you see that? Punjab is unable to do that because SRH also is little hot and cold, blowing hot and cold because they're not exactly in that sort of consistency. Uh, they don't have that sort of consistency which you're looking at in Punjab also. Do you think best players should be sent up the order? What are your thoughts?
Best players and informed players should bat up the order. They should get an opportunity to
Always,
play more balls.
absolutely.
They should get it's about opportunity to play more balls. It's like the law of probability. The greater the number of balls they play, the more they will score because their eye is in. They are higher on confidence. you don't have to be rigid about your batting order. If someone is performing really well, and then it also throws the opposition off guard. They are planning for something and you throw something else at them, that will put them on the back foot. And if T20 cricket is all about time, you buy 1 or 2 overs through this, putting the opposition off guard, then you benefit. And you never know that 1 or 2 overs can win you the game. You have to think on your feet. You can't be rigid. Only Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma will open. Only time is of essence in T20 cricket. It's not like Test cricket where over a period of time your skill sets are judged.
All right. We'll take that. And before we wrap up the show, Abhijit sir, your players to watch out for this evening.
Again, Sanju Samson
Rajasthan.
and
Samson
and Butler. Of course, as an Indian, I would like to prefer Yashasvi Jaiswal to come back in form. And I would, of course, as an underdogs, I would love to for a good match. If GT performs well, Rashi is good bowling. One or two of their batters comes up, especially their captain Shubman Gill. Then it will turn out to be an interesting match.
All right, Ashwin bhai, your thoughts, the X factors tonight.
For me, yes, Joss Butler for one. He is in form, so I would keep a lookout for him. I would also like Avesh Khan. He had a very ordinary game the previous time. For him to come back into form, it will make a big difference because you got other bowlers bowling reasonably well for Rajasthan. So if Avesh also comes back into form, it will be a little worrisome for Gujarat. For Gujarat Titans, I think again Shubman Gill as the captain should lead from the front, and I don't know, Vijay Shankar is in Gujarat.
Vijay Shankar should be replaced.
He should be replaced. He's scoring at less than a run a ball. You can't have him like that.
He doesn't have the intent. He should have the intent.
Correct. So he's actually a problem for them. They should replace him and get somebody else in.
He was a problem for Indian World Cup team as well.
Yeah.
But
he deprived
to talk to Mr. Ravi Shastri, who said yes to his selection in place of Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant is, of course, back in the contention. But
in place of Raidu
and Rishabh also. Four. Yeah, Raidu, of course, yes. And Raidu. And Rishabh also was not considered. Then he was in the standby, he was taken later. But coming back to, you're absolutely right, Avijit sir. Talking about Joss Butler, and Ashwin bhai has always supported him. Someone has got someone who's got 600s. 4 came in 2 years ago in the 22 season when he was Rajasthan played the final against GT and lost it, of course. And Joss Butler is really, and Ashwin bhai, you have been really backing him. And look at the runs he's scored. 100 matches, he's completed over 3,358 runs. Great average. And strike rate is absolutely something which the Indian batters should learn. 147.8. You play for your team because you need that impact. Other day I was hearing Brian Lara's comment, and he said, if you're playing the World Cup in the West Indies, you need to start well. You need to start, of course, drop-in pitches and all that we were discussing. The things can get a little slower on the slower side, but you need to have at least 70, 80 runs in first 6 overs. That's what T20 cricket is becoming. But let's look at our fantasy 11 before we wrap up the show. GT versus RR will, of course, start with our one and only Shubman Gill, young experience, and Joss Butler, because he's the toast of the nation right now. Ashwin bhai, to everyone is supporting. And Sanju Samson is a fabulous talent, and we will definitely put him there with Sai Sudarshan. He's like a romantics in a T20 game, playing all cricketing shots. Riyan Parag is, of course, a great byproduct of domestic cricket and done so well and batting superbly. What we've seen, the timing the ball, middling the ball to perfection. Rahul Tewati, one of the most dangerous batters towards the end of the innings after Rinku Singh in India. Ravichandran Ashwin, the way he bowled against Virat Kohli other night was something we should always feel good about. He's definitely raising that voice that why don't you pick me for the T20 World Cup team? I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but definitely he's making the right noise. Berger is another bowler, swing and pace with Trent Bolt getting those early breakthroughs. We have put him there. Mohit Sharma, old is gold. That's what they say. He's getting better with age. And he said, okay, thanks for reminding me that I'm getting old. He told this to Ashwin's right, great Ashwin Bhai's great friend Ravi Shastri and Yuzi Chahal, the old boy, the old man, whatever you call him, he's just getting better and better. You just can't leave him out of the equation. That's our top 11 picks for that match against Rajasthan versus Gujarat. Abhijit sir, as always, thanks a lot for coming on cricket calling. It's just not a regulation show. It's just the show which educates all the viewers as to what is happening. The way Ashwin Bhai, thanks a lot. You decided to throw light on Virat Kohli's strict disciplined life. I know food habits goes for a toss when you're playing IPL. When you're supposed to have breakfast, you're having lunch. So it's like that. It's quite weird, the lifestyle. But still, we have someone like Virat Kohli keeping the game intact and so safe and secured, and the fitness of things are so important for us to go and move ahead in life. Thanks a lot, gentlemen, and hope you enjoy the game tonight. And tomorrow we have a big one coming our way. So thanks a lot. Have a great day and see you around. Bye.
Thank you, Dada. Thank you, Abhijit.
Bye. Thank you, Ashwin.
Thank you.